Josh Sigurdson, a World Alternative Media here, and we are at 420 2016 here in Manitoba. Okay, well, first, Stephen, I'd like to congratulate you on running a tough election last night. It was very, very nice to see. It's always very inspiring watching you because you are a sincere person, and it's something that you don't come across that much in politics these days. So it's nice to see, and I commend you for that. Now, we're here at 420. Of course, you put a lot of work, as always, into it. So what's the plan for today?
Oh, we got some good stuff. By the way, thanks for all those nice words, Josh. That's really awesome. We got some really cool stuff lined up today. Everything from, it's a history-making day in Winnipeg for cannabis. We've got street vendors. We've got silent auction. We've got parade with police escorted march through the downtown, which is awesome. MedMan March, by the way, sponsored by MedMan. We have prize giveaways. We have live music with a DJ over here playing great reggae and cool kind of weed culture music all day, which is just awesome. We've got an info table set up with tons of different people and information that's there. So it's just a great day here in Winnipeg for cannabis, and I'm really glad that people are starting to turn out. It's a little gloomy today right now, but sun's supposed to come out in a bit, so I'm optimistic, man.
Okay, so how do you see the marijuana rights here in Canada? Now that Trudeau's elected, I know there have been about 23,000 arrests for marijuana users in general. So where do you think we're headed? Are we headed in a good direction or a bad direction, or is it a mixed kind of blessing?
I mean, I think that there's an inevitability with having laws on the books that have to be enforced. So until those laws are off the books, or they're mandated to not be followed, you're going to have arrests that continue. I mean, do I think 23,000 is a lot? Yeah, it sounds like a lot. Do I know if it's an exorbitantly high amount compared to like this time last year? I can't speak to that. But I do think that we have a government in office now that has talked more about legalization and given more credit to the idea than ever before. So, I mean, is it a mixed blessing? Yeah, but I think we just have to be hopeful and keep putting pressure on our politicians to keep their word, and maybe we could get out of this nonsense that we keep having where people are going to jail and losing their lives and their family and their jobs just for marijuana.
And how's the fight going in Winnipeg? I know that there has been a big change over the last few years. I know back in 2014 when we first spoke with you, there was a lot of issues with the head shops. I know Glen Price's dispensary got raided, and are we heading in a good direction in Winnipeg? It seems like there is a lot more people with their eyes on this cause and looking to actually help in one way or another.
I think it's kind of a catch-22 situation. We are in the midst of a progressive movement regarding cannabis legalization in this country. However, Winnipeg, as the small cannabis community we haven't pushed the boundaries that some communities already have. We aren't Vancouver, we aren't Toronto. We haven't had an established vaporizer community, vape lounges set up. We haven't had an established dispensary community set up, where all these laws that unfortunately Glen Price and some others have been victimized by, we haven't had an ability to push those and break the stigma and have the courts decide whether or not be provincially or whatever, that says, you know what, we're not going to charge these people. We're going to enforce it. Police detachments, they're not going to enforce it. So, I mean, we are progressing, but unfortunately, there's always got to be somebody that has to take it on that chin for that movement, and it's sad that we live in that culture, but until the laws change, that's always how it has to be, because locally, it has to have a significant local aspect and feel to it, or else people in Winnipeg don't care about the guy who got arrested in Vancouver. When people see a guy in Winnipeg get arrested, they care. It's like, oh, this is the community. Let's talk about it. Let's further the cause, and then we can push laws and the constitutionality of it after that. So it's, I'm super hopeful.
And obviously we have made huge steps in Winnipeg over the last several years, and you have done a great job getting this from just sitting in the grass and smoking pot to getting out in the streets and bringing it to the streets and bringing that awareness out. So I thank you as always for the good work that you do, and it's always inspirational, Stephen.
Thank you very much, Josh. I couldn't do it without people like you, man. It's seriously community's community, man. We stick together. We got a parade, police escorted march through the downtown. It starts at 2. You can come down to the info table. You can get some, markers and some poster board. You can make some protest signs. You can sample some of the great food we got lined up here. There's a lot of cool stuff coming down today. So come out, support the cause, and tell your friends to come down too. It's going to be a great day, everybody.
right, so how's it going this year?
This year it is going a lot better than it went last year. As many of you are aware, last year we had some hiccups as far as weather went, as far as participation went. A lot of things went wrong last year, but this year everything is aligned and everything's going great. We've got a great crowd today. We got vendor tables, which has never been done before. And you know, I'm just flying high right now.
It's like a full-fledged festival this year, eh?
Yeah, it's something really different. Winnipeg hasn't seen an event like this on 420, and we hope to keep making this happen and make it better and better each year.
Well, thank you and Steve for doing this great work.
Marijuana legalization. When do we want it? We want it fucking right now, right? Okay, so what do we want?
Marijuana legalization!
When do we want it?
Right now!
When do we want?
Marijuana legalization!
When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? Marijuana legalization! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Marijuana legalization!
Patients' rights are human rights! Patients' rights are human rights!
Patients' rights are human rights!
Patients' rights are human rights!
No victim, no crime!
No victim, no crime!
No victim, no crime!
Come on, buddy, you can talk.
Patients' rights are human rights!
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 Patients' rights are human rights! Cannabis rights are human rights! Cannabis rights are human rights! Party! 420! I don't know if you're familiar with it. We're having a big party over there. You should come. 420! 420! 420! 420! 420!
End prohibition! 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 End prohibition!
End prohibition!
End prohibition! End prohibition! End prohibition! End prohibition! End prohibition! End prohibition!
End prohibition!
End prohibition! End prohibition! End prohibition!
Happy 420!
Then write to your member of parliament, write to your member of legislative assembly, the guys right behind you in that big building. Those are the people you want to talk to. Talk to your small town council. Talk to Mayor Brian Bowman. Talk to anybody that's going to listen to you about this issue because it's pretty important. Cannabis isn't really the main issue. The main issue is getting to see that the government doesn't always work in our best interest. And sometimes we have to get together like we are today and fight for our rights. Justin Trudeau was elected on a promise to legalize cannabis. This year, we're gonna have to wait, he says. He's gonna keep on arresting people. People are gonna keep going to jail. And people are gonna keep dying. We need access to this medicine. And the most simple and easy route to that is for all of you to get some seeds and put them in the ground. Grow your own marijuana. It's a really simple task. I've been doing it for a long time and all I did was put seeds into dirt. I got a book and I did some reading. And I asked people that knew what they were talking about. That's all it takes, guys. A little bit of initiative and you'll have your own marijuana. And nobody can take that away from you. We have court decision after court decision that solidify our right not only to possess marijuana in small amounts, but also to grow it for ourselves as patients. Every one of us has something called an endocannabinoid system. That system controls every other system inside your body. Taking cannabis is premeditative medicine. If you don't want to have a headache, you could take cannabis and that would be a good option. Better to not get the headache, right? If I could leave you guys with one last thought, I'm going to repeat myself over again. Grow your own marijuana. Plant seeds in the ground.
Yes. Let it grow.
And don't forget to ask your elected members of Legislative Assembly to change the laws so they can stop wasting your damn tax money.